So in first grade, I had this really mean teacher. He was pretty strange. He was probably like a grumpy old man. I can't say his name, obviously, but he was a really grumpy man. He had like a lot of gray hair in his head. I noticed that, and he always wore like these colored shirts that I'm pretty sure he got off the black market, but I don't know. Um, he said a lot of strange things in his career to us students in first grade. This isn't first grade, obviously, because first grade is like the year that you get the teacher with. It's like really bad, but I'm just kidding. But he was really bad, actually. He said a lot of weird things. Like, for example, one time we had this board in the classroom that told you how special you were technically. I mean, like, whatever. Everybody thought of it as like, you're the king. You're the king of the world. If you have a 10 on this board, if you have a purple on this board, you're prestige. High prestige. And high prestige was really difficult to get because the man was so picky. He only picked girls for high prestige. I'm pretty sure he was like simping over the girls, but you don't know. We don't know. He was simping over first grade girls. That's a bit strange, but whatever. So this man, he brought you down for like the smallest things. He brought you down a tier. So there was like purple, blue, and green. Those are like the three main tiers. If you were in green, you were pretty You were like that one weird kid that behaved weird. That was probably me. And then there was blue, which was like You were pretty decent. You're nice. You're chill. And then there's purple. You're like God if you're in purple, basically. So I was obviously in the blue. So I'm just kidding. I was in green. I was that weird kid. But whatever. We go into the next bit, which is I got brought down for the strangest thing. And he said the weirdest thing after I got brought down. I was in green, and then I went straight down to red because there's yellow and then red after green, below green. So I got brought straight down for just not getting my binder signed one day. I was pretty chill. I always had my binder signed by my parents. And then I had one simple day where I didn't get my binder signed, and that was really annoying because my binder was I just forgot that day. I was really tired. I came back from school. I was tired, and I didn't get my binder signed. And the teacher was all rude. Like he was like, "Why? Why did you not get your binder signed?" And I was like, "Because chill, man. I didn't get it. I didn't get it signed because I forgot. I was tired. I mean, last day you just stressed us all out with our 0+1 problems." And yeah, it was pretty annoying. And he said the dumbest thing like 10 minutes after, because I think I dropped like a pencil or something, and he was like, "Well, you know what? You know why your parents didn't care? You know why your parents didn't sign your binder? Because they don't care about you." And I was like, "Bro, chill, relax. Why do you have to be so rude?" And then he was like, okay, and then he proceeded like the next day to be like, "Hey kids, you want to steal money from your sister or your little brother?" And I was like, "No, why would we want to do that?" And he was like, "The penny looks bigger, but it's worth less than the nickel." And I was like, "Bro, like what kind of criminal mastermind tells kids to steal from their little sister? Like, bruh." And then yeah, that's pretty much first grade. It was pretty depressing. It was really bad. And yeah, then we proceed on to third grade. We had this teacher who was like pretty much a hippie. Like she wore sandals. She had like really long hair. Yeah, she was a hippie. I could safely say she's a hippie. No offense to hippies, obviously, but whatever. And she had some turtles. She like really liked turtles. She had turtles in her classroom. Like she had turtles inside of her classroom, like all day. She had them in her classroom, and she was like always happy that she had the turtles. And then I had a friend. He was a pretty chill guy, most of the time. And he got this idea. I don't know where he got the idea from, obviously, but he decided, hey, I'm gonna try some turtle food. And the teacher was like, "Yeah, good job, great. They're so good. They're filled with nutrients." And he was like, "What?" And I was like, "What? Why would you do that?" And he ended up eating the turtle food because the teacher told him to eat the turtle food. Like, why? Why would you eat the turtle food, you imbecile? And yeah, that was third grade. It was pretty much in a nutshell. And she was pretty weird. The teacher was really weird. I have some other stories about third grade I'd like to share with you guys soon, but I don't know when I'm gonna make that happen. And then we go to the worst year of them all, fifth grade. Fifth grade was really depressing. Fifth grade was just the worst. I had the worst time in fifth grade. The worst time ever. So, apart from the teacher just being really mean, I didn't have much luck with the students either. The students are pretty weird, too. They were all, like, weird. And we had this, the teacher. She was like our language arts teacher. We had two teachers, because there was a math teacher and a language arts teacher. And so all she did was take notes about write down notes and put them on the board, and we had to take the notes, and the notes are long, like really long. And so she got mad if you missed like a period on like one like note. And all she did was play Candy Crush on her phone, let's be honest. All she did was pretend to actually be a teacher and play Candy Crush on her phone. And she said she was doing schoolwork on her phone, but we could all hear the shoom, split, banana, split. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, sure, you're doing that. And yeah, it gets worse though. She really hated me. I was like the bane of her existence. And one day, she decided to be like, yeah, let's be extra rude to Alejandro today. So she came up with this idea. I don't know how she came up with the idea. It must have been a pretty stupid idea. It was a pretty stupid idea. As soon as I came into the school, she was standing right there, and she was like, "Oh, Alejandro, so good to see you." She like grabs and pulls me into the principal's office, and I sit in the stool in the corner. That's like the stool of shame for like the school, the stool of shame. You don't want to be in that stool. And so, and also all my friends saw me go in, and they were like, "Bro, what is it this time?" And so I sat in the stool, and the principal was really chill. It was pretty nice. And he was really sensible too. It was really easy to, persuade that I didn't do anything wrong, because I didn't do anything wrong. And so I was all worried there, like, what did I do? What did I do? And then the teacher she just comes in, and she's like, Alejandro, you're in trouble this time. She grabs a package, I don't know, out of nowhere. She opens a hole out of like the time-space continuum, and pulls out a gray little package, puts it on the table, and she's like, "Read this." And I was like, "Alejandro Flores." Should I read the package? And I was like, "Yeah." And it has my name on it, and that's supposedly is worthy of getting me into the principal's office. So yeah, the principal just looked at her like, "What is wrong with you, woman?" And yeah, that's pretty much all that happened. And hope you guys enjoyed. Have a nice day. Bye.